Hello and welcome to the Build with Bear Workshop. My name is Pat Bear. I'm here to play some video games. And also I'm here to hang out with all of you. I'm going to start by throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego of the site, the tier 2 blue emote into chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can reply with those emotes. If you are not yet a subscriber, you can say hi. You can use other people's emotes. If you feel like being a lurker and you don't want to say anything, you can just go ahead and lurk. That's also okay. It's a Tuesday. And on Tuesdays, I don't build model kits or Lego sets or assemble a very large jigsaw puzzle. I'm gesturing to where the jigsaw puzzle is currently resting. I'm looking at it. I'm shaking my fist at it. And I'm returning to looking at you. But yeah, I decide every Tuesday I'm going to do something that's not model kit building or related building. And this week, it's Hearthstone. That's right. Hearthstone. People still play it. Enough people still play it worldwide that you can find a game pretty quickly. We are checking out Into the Emerald Dream, the most recent Hearthstone expansion, which is all about the imbue hero power, which we'll talk about. And you know, hey, let's unmute this. Let's go to the game feed. Here we go. Let's talk a little bit about what we got going on. It's gonna take a second. It's Hearthstone, so it'll take a second. So, I have two decks that use imbue, the keyword imbue, evolve imbue. So there are some cards like this, the Flutterwing Guardian. And which one of the two costs is it? Yes, Bitterbloom Knight. There are a few cards that are for everybody, and they imbue your hero power, which means they change what your hero power does. And the classes that this relates to do different things that are very in sync with their class. Let's see. You're going to have beast decks in Hunter. The beasts get big, stronger, and they also cost less. Ooh, real good. And the more you imbue, the more cool effects you get. With the Shaman class, it's all about evolve. So I made an evolve imbue Shaman deck. So this way, or it's imbue. I literally spelled it wrong, and I just noticed that I spelled it imbue. So I have some cards here that are going to, like this one, Living Garden, is awesome. It's going to imbue your hero power and reduce the cost of a minion in your hand. Because we're going to cheat out some big minions. Then we're going to play some cards to evolve those minions. And we're going to have a great board presence throughout the game. And we're going to constantly be rebuilding the board presence to mess with our opponents who are going to keep trying to clear our board. And yeah, so we'll be able to do some cool stuff like that. And then we have Malorn, the Way Watcher. So also in this expansion, there are Wild God cards. There's some wild gods, and they do different things, and we can, because we are imbuing, we are going to make this card set its cost to 1. When you play it, the wild god you get to choose from will cost 1, which is broken because they mostly cost 9 or 10 mana. So that's a big old cheat. That's great. Our other imbue deck is called Wild Gods because it is a deck built around the idea of playing this card multiple times. So we only have so many beasts in our deck, and when we imbue with this deck, we are going to reduce the cost of beasts in our hand. So the idea is we can make a Malorn cost like 1 or 2 or 0, play it, and then we have enough mana to play Celestial Projectionist so that we can get a copy and then play Malorn again, or we can play what else do we have in this deck to get? Oh, Banker to put a copy in our deck that we can then play later, stuff like that. We also have Bird Watching and deck Stitch Tracker and Selective Breeder and also Ringari Scout to hopefully get multiple copies of Malorn or multiple copies of like our Umbra Claw which is rush, but also imbues the hero power when it dies, or have multiple taunts, extra taunts, so that we can then imbue alot to make eventually our Malorn cost nothing. Also, there are several beasts, wild god beasts, and so we can make those cost even less than 1, which will be great. And then we have Ysera at the top end just to give us more mana, which is just nice to have. Does it make some of our draws worse? Kind of, but Breeder's only going to pull Beast. It makes Tracker a little worse. It makes Birdwatcher a little worse. That's okay. And that's just at some early game here. This deck, I brewed myself. I built this deck myself off of the idea of I would like to play a bunch of wild gods for cheap. How do I do that? Okay. Is it perfect? No. Could someone have done this deck better? Absolutely. But I like it. It's pretty okay. And then Big Warrior, this is Shaman, this is Big Shaman, and the Smoke are the decks that I use a lot. They're decks that I really enjoy. Big Warrior got slightly worse because Food Fight used to cost 3 mana, so it was better to play. With Big Warrior, I have added the card Tortola. Tortola is a wild god. For 10 mana, it's got 130, and as it takes damage, it gets attacks. That's pretty great. If you can cheat that out and even do damage to it, do some damage to it with Chemical Spill, that's fine. Gather Your Party, that's awesome. Commencement, that's awesome. So that's a great card to pull. Also, it's a beast, so Thunderbringer can pull it out of your deck. Also great. I also have Drakes in here. These cards will not stay in here. I wanted to have at least a few new cards in there, but Briar Spawn Drake is not a good card. At the end of your turn, you attack a random enemy minion and excess damage hits the enemy hero. So cheating that out is pretty good, but it taking 5 damage means you're only going to get 1 attack out of it. So I'm probably not going to keep this card in there. I mean, if you can cheat it out, I think it's okay. It's not the best. It's not going to stay in this deck that long. But right now it's in the deck because I like having new cards. This is Big Shaman. The new cards in this deck are, I think there's only 4 new cards in this deck, right? Or 2 new cards. 2 new cards in this deck. Those 2 new cards are Scorching Observer, because having Rush and Lifesteal cheated out is good. This deck has a weird amount of healing because it doesn't really get going until turn 4 or turn 5 or turn 6. So I have a good amount of healing in here. Are these demons going to stay in this deck? For now, yeah. For now, they're better than what they replaced. So I'm probably going to keep them in here. This deck uses the Ancestor's Call or Triangulate to make more Ancestor's Calls, or Fairy Tale Forest to pull out Muck Morpher with Auction House Gavel, making these cost less. You play Muck Morpher, and you're praying for a 4/4 Yasiraj, which is incredible. Or you're hoping that you get maybe Glug or Thunderbringer. Spidek asked, all wild? And the answer to that question is yes. The majority of the decks that I play are wild decks. I occasionally will run a standard deck, but I find that I like the wild meta better than the standard meta. The standard meta is focusing on winning decks, whereas the wild meta focuses on winning decks, but also focuses on weird decks. There are more weird decks in wild than there are weird decks in standard. Standard is also generally easier. What's the best deck, like the meta deck, or what's a cheap deck that'll get me a bunch of wins? And I'm not a big fan of that. When I lose with This Is Big Shaman, of course I lost with This Is Big Shaman. But when I win with This Is Big Shaman, hell yeah, I won with This Is Big Shaman. That's incredible. So, you know. And then the Smoke. The Smoke, the idea of the Smoke is you're going to play Swiftscale's Trickster, which allows you to play Smokescreen for free. So on turn 4, you are drawing 5 cards and triggering all of their death rattles. We have a couple cheap death rattles just to make it so that my hand isn't too full. We also have the benefit of the backup plan of Anka the Buried to make our Death Rattles cost 1. It is possible to play on turn 4 Trickster and build a big board. And then on turn 5, play Anka. And then on turn 6, play a bunch of cheap Death Rattles and still lose. But I like this deck a lot. The new cards in this deck are Meadow Strider, which is an 8 mana. Death Rattle, put a Meadow Strider on the bottom of your deck. It costs 1. This deck burns through cards because you are probably going to draw 10 cards out of your deck. So having new cards go in, great. Being able to get a 2/2 of this that dies, it puts a thing on your bottom of your deck because you use Masked Reveler, or having it go off on the trigger of Smoke Screen, and then you just play it on turn 8. Very fun. The other new card in here is Fey Trickster, which is draw a spell that costs 5 or more. We only have 2 spells in our deck that cost more than 5. Are Smoke Screens. So this is an early game you can play. You can also have this effect go off and pull it. It's a 2/4 for 3, which isn't the worst. I used to not run any cards that weren't big Death Rattles and then Trickster and Anka, but I have now learned I need a little bit more. Does this deck need Door of Shadows and Fey Trickster? Maybe not. Maybe someday I'll get rid of Door of Shadows. But I think Trickster is pretty great. Not Trickster. Yes, the other Trickster. And also, it's a Trickster deck. So having 2 Trickster cards, I like that. Yeah, all right. I think I've explained the decks. And then Hero Power is just, that's just this deck just uses your Hero Power. I only play this in casual. This is not me. This is just for completing quests because it makes it easy to use your Hero Power a lot. It's good for Hero Power quests and quests where you have to do a lot of damage to your opponent. So, those are the decks. We have 1 quest right now, which is I need to win 3 more games. Can I complete this quest and win 3 wild ranked games? I sure hope so. And then also, there's an event starting in a week, which I didn't know about until today. So let's go check out. It's going to show me standard. None of these decks are standard. I can't play any standard decks. So we'll swap over to wild. Let's start with one of the new decks. Let's start with Wild Gods, which is, again, a deck I crafted, and I don't think is particularly great, but I crafted this deck. I did the cooking for this one. In other parlance, I brewed it. So we'll check this one out. See how it goes. Got Illyria. Okay. All right. Well, we definitely want this. I think I might play Scout on turn 1, just to have something to do on turn 1. And it will maybe make my opponent think that they need to kill this. I don't know. But we'll get a beast out of our deck. We have 3 beasts in our deck. We'll get a beast out. Oop, that's good for turn 4. So we're probably going to play this. Okay, yeah, that's right. We got our Ysera Emerald. All right, we got both of these, which is at least stalling. We'll play this. Now, if we pull a bird, if this lives and we pull a bird watching or a selective breeder, we'll play that instead of this card. But okay, so our opponent is a thief deck. That's not bad. If they're going to pull cards from our deck, there are a couple cards that aren't going to be great for them to pull, but most of them are fine. Let's draw a beast, which is, okay, it's going to be Umberclaw, and now our new hero power is give you a random beast +1 attack, it costs 1 less. And then we'll just do that. If they clear this, it's fine. Again, I put this out mostly to be something for our opponent to want to deal with. If we had gotten value off that, that would have been nice, but it's better than doing nothing on turn 1. Okay, and our opponent is clearing the board, which, okay. If that's our opponent's turn, that's great. They could use the coin. They did not use the coin. Great. All right, so that's a bit of a bummer that we pull this now, but we can find a beast in our deck. There are only 2 beasts in our deck. Do we want another copy of Malor? I think because we have these, we have 3 more imbues. Let's just get a copy of this. Having an extra copy of this is great. We can play this next turn, and then anytime we hero power, it will be great for Malor. Malorn. All right. That's an old school card. Our opponent has a bit of an old school deck, it seems, which I am not against. I'll let you get 1 free card. And then I'll hit you for 1. We do want this to die. We would like this to die because it will make our hero power better. Okay. Yeah, our opponent is playing fairly old cards. Oh, that's... Okay, yeah, they stole it. I was like, that's a new card, but that's because they stole it. So, okay. All right, so what should we do? We should probably play this. It's off curve. Oh, we got a tracking. Okay, well, let's see what tracking gets us. Tracking gets us... Okay, we'll get Houndmaster. So now we're still on curve. We'll that there. We will do damage to that. Get rid of that. Now, our hero power will give... We'll make this cost 5 mana, and it'll have more attack. And the attack I don't really care about. It's about the mana reduction. But next turn, we can do 2 more, which will be enough that now, when we play it, we'll imbue it. We do not have a way to copy this card yet. We don't have our Projectionist or our Banker at all. We do have another Malorn in the deck, because this is a copy. So that's good. We might pull that out when we draw a beast, because there's only 2 beasts. You can see the deck tracker, when I highlight this card, it shows that these 2 are highlighted, which is awesome. That is a fairly new thing for deck tracker. HS Replay's deck tracker is what I'm using here. Our opponent's starting to do stuff. Not really, but they're kind of doing some stuff. But we're not really doing anything. Now, we could... hero power. If I play this, we draw another beast, which actually is bad for our hero power, or for this. So we'll do that first. We're going to make that cost less there. All right, and then we will hit this. We do need to kill this at some point, but I can't do that now. But now this costs 4. So if I have, so I can hit it again, make it cost 0, and then play this and draw another beast. Which you would say, well, wouldn't you want to play this first? Well, no, then it's a 50-50 to make that cost 0. And I still don't have a way to cheat this out. Ooh, that's a new card. Kill Jaden. All right. So they just built the deck around surviving long enough to then Kill Jaden replaces their deck with just a bunch of demons. So now they will just forever. You can't mill this deck. Forever demons. That's kind of cool. That explains why they just had a wild variety of shit. All right. Well, good for them. Okay, we can do that. So we can play this first. Make this cost nothing. We don't have a way to copy this or do anything with this yet. So we're going to play this. Get out our beast. Which, okay, it's another Malorn. So we have 2. We're being a little greedy here. We're being a little greedy. This is what we want. We want Banker. So now when I play this next turn, I can shuffle it in my deck. That sounds really good. And I can hero power to make this cost even less. Because right now, this will cost 2 when I hero power. So our opponent is now going to have a bunch of big demons. And we're going to win with Wild Gods. Hopefully. Oh, yeah, that's right. They can get some taunts up, but that's fine. I don't care about taunts. They can heal, certainly. All right, okay. Okay. Kind of need that to die. I don't quite know how I'm going to do that. All right, so let's play this. This costs 0. This is gonna, let's see. Okay. That would be great if we could get more minions to die, but this is going to be awesome. We're going to play this. We're going to put a copy of this back in our deck, which we can then draw with this. Or maybe draw with this. This now costs 2. And then... Oh, we didn't get it. But we can pull the other beast out of our deck, which will still make our hero power better. Because we have no way of killing this. But now they have to go through all of that, which is great. And then we will kill this and hit you in the face. So we still have this thing, which is going to get some bonus effects after it survives damage. But it's got to go. We got to get through a 130. Got this back here. All right. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Celine, okay. Yeah. All right. Heal up, okay. Yeah, all right. All right, what bonus effect are you going to get? What bonus effect are you going to get? Hell yeah, get some armor. Ooh, now it's got poison. That thing does need to die. So, we play. Well, let's see. I can just kill it. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just kill this thing. Get rid of that thing. I don't want that thing there anymore. Now, we don't have a way to copy this anymore. But we do have another one in the deck. So we're going to play this now. Even though we don't have a way to copy it. Would be nice if we did. What are we going to get here? Yeah, my cards just cost 1 in 3 turns. But Omen is great. We love Omen. And then also, let's just get a taunt. Get rid of that. We'll kill that. I'm not gonna kill that yet. And then we do some damage to your face. So we only have one Malor in our deck. Is our opponent going to concede? They might concede because we're got a pretty good efficiency. They're getting cheap, cool demons, but they're random. And they have a few cards they still had. Okay, yeah, holy. Okay. Great. That didn't really do much. Do we have another thing? Okay. 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 So they don't have anything. Yes. So let's just... No reason to do anything, because we don't have anything. We could play Ysera to be like, hey, I have a Ysera. But, like, we could draw... I guess we could have drawn... Trinket Track. No, we could have drawn Fetch. Yeah, but there was no reason to fuck around in that. There we go. Our first win of the night. That's Wild Gods. It's not a great deck, but as I said, I made it myself. So I'm pretty thrilled by it. Because like I said, I did it. Let's see. Let's do the Evolve Imbue. Same thing. Some of the same cards you saw there. A couple new class cards that are different. Weirdly enough, it's a neat combo. Yeah, I like that combo. I really like the idea of making Malor cost like very little and then copying it to play it multiple times. It's just kind of fun. So this deck uses some cool stuff, but also one of the best things you can do is just play Evolve with Desert Hair. Unfortunately, that's still one of the best things in this deck. So we keep Desert Hair. We don't. We're looking for Evolve. We're gonna keep Murloc Growlfin because it's nice to have a card in our hand that we can play turn 1. We got our Imbue, which is good, but really, I'm just still looking for Evolve to coin and play Desert Hair and Evolve in turn 1. Oh, we're frozen. Oh no. We could coin this out, but since I have hair, we have this for turn 3. We could coin this out next turn and make something cost less. We're definitely going to play Living Garden, because if we can make this or this cost 1 less, that's great. Even this costing 1 less isn't bad. This we're going to play next turn. All right, our opponent's playing an Elemental Mage deck. We're probably going to lose this game to that. That's a better deck than what we're playing. But we could still top deck Evolve next turn. We're probably going to play Living Garden. Right now, we transform a friendly minion to random one that costs 1 more. Okay, yeah, our opponent is just playing Evolve stuff, which is fine. Oop, that's a good... We could coin that out and just have a taunt, but then what do I do in turn 4? We're going to coin this out just to have a little bit more board control, because we're also killing that, because that will get out of hand. Look, do I want to have... having a taunt here, I think, is good. Just, you know, from some sake of keeping the game going. We could play this and then play Blessing of the Wind on turn 5 if we wanted to. Probably won't. Living Garden. So this is a 4 cost, so making a 2/5 drops isn't bad. Do I want to do that on curve? Well, because I can always play this next turn and then also hero power it, which is kind of good. Yeah, we're going to do it. This is an Evolve deck, and I should use some Evolve cards in the Evolve deck. That's not bad. I got 2 8/8s. After this minion attacks, freeze it. So, unfortunately, these work every other turn. That's why there are 5 costs. That's an 8/8. So these aren't great. They look, if you don't read what the card does, they look pretty good. Okay. I mean, all right. I probably want to evolve this to make it a 6-drop. So I probably want to swing here and then evolve it. Ooh, we got the Unstable Evolution. That's also good. So we're going to do this. Then we're going to make it so... Oh, that's now cost 2. That's not bad. I would prefer these 2. Yeah, so we're going to evolve it now that it's frozen. Yes. So now we can make this that cost... This is going to be an 8-drop. What is it? Hey, it's an 8/8 for 8. Okay. Sure. You know what? We went from an 8-drop with bad conditions to an 8-drop with no conditions. That's pretty good. All right. What else are you going to do? Okay. Draw cards. Okay. I think our opponent's draw is pretty bad, and that's been great for us. Okay, we can make our hero power better. Let's do this. And then do this. This now costs 2. So now we can do these. This is a combo next turn, which seems pretty good. And we can make this a little better. Oh, that's better. So now this is a 10-drop. We don't want to mess with this. 8/8, 8 mana, 8 cards, indeed. So now we can combo these things together if we want. All right. That's a... Oh, yeah, they conceded. Yeah. I think their draw was bad because, well, one, they should not have played the 2/3 that when you play elementals, they get a bonus. They shouldn't have played that to a board that could kill it. Like, on board, that thing was dead. And I'm not quite sure. I think they wanted me to be greedy, and I wasn't greedy there. So that feels like a misplay to me. But also, I think their draw just wasn't that good because that Elemental Mage deck should have whooped my butt because this deck is not good. Hey, we're 2 for 2. We're 2 wins, 0 losses tonight. 2-0. Writing that down so that I know. I like to keep track. All right. let's play a deck that might lose. We'll do the smoke. One of my favorite parts of this deck is the simple fact that you can just lose. I can just lose with it. I can do everything that this deck is supposed to do. I can do the on turn 4, play an 8 mana cost card for 0, and then follow up with Anka, and then fill the board again and again and again, and still lose. And also, sometimes you just don't draw the cards you need. But yeah. Now normally I would keep Smokescreen, but we're going to play this card and get a Smokescreen. So we are putting that in there, because that way we're mulliganing, hoping to get Swiftscale Trickster. Because this is going to draw a Smokescreen, so we don't need to worry about it. Now, do they have to kill a 2/4? Yes. But here we go. We got our Trickster. Would we have gotten our Trickster either way? Maybe. Now I can't coin this out on turn 3, but that's okay, because I also could draw a Door of Shadows. This just, to me, felt better. Maybe I should have let that go, and I should have kept it. But right now, on turn 3, I play this. It dies, they kill it, or I drive it into something and kill it, and then I can play Trickster on turn 4, and I still have the coin for other shenanigans. If I get another 3-drop and I want to play a 3-drop on turn 2, if I want to coin this out on turn 2, just to have board presence, I can do that. I have some options now. I can keep the coin and then play Anka and the coin on turn 5, and then get a 1-drop that's one of these Death Rattles. I've got options now. That's why Fey Trickster is in this deck. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Bad draw there. So now what I can do is I can play Door of Shadows next turn. On turn 3, I can coin Trickster and then play Smokescreen. And then on the follow-up turn, I know I can play Fey Trickster. So we'll do it that way. There was a 1 in 3 chance we were going to have Door of Shadows pull Door of Shadows, and we got the 1 in 3. If we had pulled Smokescreen last turn, then we could use our hero power. But instead, we need to guarantee that we have Smokescreen. And now on turn 3, we will coin Trickster and play Smokescreen, and then win? Question mark? Okay. Our opponent's just playing some cards. I'm not super familiar with this particular deck. Oh, we got Anka. We got our Anka backup, turn 5. So that'll be turn 4. This is turn 5. That way we can empty our hand for the next Smokescreen. Play Smokescreen. Oh, we got... That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's another card we could play next turn. Unfortunately, we did heal ourselves for 4 while we were top health, but we have a bunch of... we have 3 taunts, one of which is a 4/20, one a 4/8, and one a 7/7. So, pretty okay. 4, 6, 8, 10. We're gonna burn a card. It's not the end of the world. We'll burn a card. We'll play this Fey Trickster to guarantee that we can pull Smokescreen if it dies. We could just do this and get another taunt, but it's okay. All right. So I guess this deck wants to put spells and then draw those spells. That could be interesting. Okay. That could be interesting. Oh, they got a coin. All right. All right, they got rid of the 7/7. That's something. Oh, and then they conceded because they haven't done what they need to do. We won. We're 3-0, everybody. That's weird. Oh, and I completed one of my weeklies by winning 5 games of Hearthstone ranked, because I have won 3 tonight and I won 2 before the stream started. I promised saltiness, and so far in the first 40 minutes of the stream, I have not been able to provide you with that saltiness. So my apologies for winning 3 games in a row. I promise you that my luck will run out. But our deck did what it was supposed to do. And then we had the follow-up to what our deck is supposed to do, which clears our hand up so that then later we can, even if it costs us 8 mana, we can play the other smoke screen. So, what do we have here? Okay. We have Ancestor's Call, so we can coin that on turn 3. Tidehunter is great for this. Berserker we're going to put back. Reincarnate we're going to keep for later shenanigans. This is the thing we didn't want. We did not want Muck Morpher because I want to, on turn 3, I want to coin Ancestor's Call, but now I'm 50-50 that I'm going to play Muck Morpher, and I don't want that. And we got, Jesus. Now we're going to pull the other Muck Morpher out if we play this. So I guess we'll do that. We're changing our plans a bit. This is now the follow-up after we play at least one Muck Morpher. Probably 2 Muck Morphers. This is probably turn 3, which then turn 4 is playing 1 Muck Morpher. Oh, hey, they gave us more mana. They gave us more mana, folks. That's not good for them, but it's maybe okay for us. Oh, they have a lot of mana now. We have a good amount of mana. So, well, since they gave us mana, we're just going to play this card now. Great. Now I have a 4/4 taunt that when it dies, it does 3 damage to our opponent's minions. Not the best. I am looking to play this next turn and kill if they have any minions in their hands, which they might not. But at the very least, we're going to get a big thing on the board, which then we can reincarnate if we need to. We could also reincarnate this and make it a 6/12. But I'm feeling like I don't want to do that. Our opponent is going to have so much goddamn mana to do a bunch of wild-ass shit to us, which I don't like. Can we disrupt it? Do they have a minion in their hands? They did have a minion. Oh, we are... Yes! We are fucking disrupting their shit. Oh, that rules. Oh, that fucking rules. Eat shit. Combo deck. So, Aviana... Aviana is a 9-cost minion that makes all of your minions cost 1. So when you have a lot of mana, you can put that out there. You can then play all these minions that cost nothing and do a big combo. And our opponent doesn't get to do that. They have to do that the hard way. They already have 10 mana. It's not going to be too hard for them to get enough mana to do their bullshit. Yeah, they have 12 mana now. But we've got a lot of damage. Do I want... If I play this, I have 2 mana left, so that Muck Morpher doesn't do anything. Let's just get a 3/8 that deals damage and do a ton of damage to their face. We could also get rid of that. I kind of want to have... I kind of want to save my reincarnates because we can reincarnate this and just do a bunch of damage, or we can reincarnate this and get another 2 4/2s, which is pretty great. Okay, so they're just gonna go this way. All right. Okay, you're gonna refresh your mana crystals. Yep. Okay. So we have taken away a cheat from them. What are you gonna do? Okay. All right. Okay. Now they have the cheap mana friend. They got the cheap mana friend, so they can do, and the spell damage friend, so now they can do a bunch of damage to my face. But can they do enough damage to my face before I kill them? That's a question. Can they do 20 more damage before I do 18 to them? They might be able to. They might be able to do 20 more damage to me in this one turn with the rope burning. Oh, they're going to do swipe. So they're going to... Oh, yeah, okay, they got star. Okay, so can they do 10 more damage to me? They can do 9 more damage to me. And they can do 9 more damage to me. Okay. All right. They did it. Their bullshit nonsense combo, still, I disrupted it, but I did not disrupt it enough. And we lost. That's our first loss of the night here. We'll run back. This is Big Shaman and try to get our win back. Oh. We're at gold 2. We're on our way here. Still getting some double from last month. All right. Well, okay. Whew. So we'll run it back. That's our first loss. That doesn't feel bad. We did disrupt their bullshit as long as we could. They gave us mana and we used it. All right. Let's... yeah, okay. Let's keep Ancestor's Call. Please do not draw a Muckmorpher. We did not draw a Muckmorpher. Now on turn 4, we can play Thunderbringer, which sounds great. I am going to guess our opponent is going to be playing a quest deck. I'm going to... oh, no. This is not the quest deck. Oh, fuck. We got a Muckmorpher. There is part of me that thinks that I should get rid of Fairy Tale Forest and Muckmorpher and Auction House Gavel and just not do that part of the deck. But, oh, we got the Gavel, speaking of which. So now we can play this on turn 3. We are back to our original game plan of Ancestor's Call being the turn 4 play. We could also play this if we really need to, but... oh, our opponent is playing Starship. Okay, they're playing a Starship deck. They're getting a random Starship piece. Okay, good for them. I don't think there are any great Starship decks out there, but good on them for playing one. All right, what are we going to get? We got a 4/4 taunt with healing. So, not the end of the world. Not the best. Next turn, we're going to pull an Elk or Thunderbringer and then disrupt them a bit, which will be good. I think one of these is better than the other. Okay, yeah, Drana. All right. Yeah, I think one of these is a better outcome than the other. I think Thunderbringer would be great. We'll do our best. Unbelievable. How did we draw both Muckmorphers? So, we do the 2 out of 3. We could just do this and play it slow and play this on turn 5. I am going to trust the heart of the cards. The heart of the cards has failed me. We are going to concede. That is awful. That is very bad. We lost the 2 out of 3 good cards, 1 out of 3 bad cards. I'm just not going to play that out. Ugh. I could have played it safe. I probably should have played it safe and just played, drew some more cards from our deck, some more big minions, put some 2/3s on the board with taunt. Oof, that hurts. What also hurts is our 2 losses tonight are for one of my most successful decks that I play. That I gotta wins with the Imbue decks, one of which I built myself and is not good. And we also got a win with Smokescreen. The smoke. So we'll see how this goes. All right, so this lets us pull one of our many spells out of the deck and get more copies of it, so we'll keep that. We are going to keep Yasiraj because I'm going to hope that of the 1, 2, 3, 4 spells we pull, that we're going to get 3 choices, that one of them is Ancestor's Call, and that we can play on turn 3. Ancestor's Call, we got fucking Muckmorpher, so Ancestor's Call does not help us, because on turn 3 we got to play, or turn 4 we got to play Muckmorpher. And it's a Pirate Warrior deck. Oofta. I don't even know what we want from Triangulate because they want to play pirates. We don't want to bring out pirates. Ugh. Okay. Sorry. Hey, if you were waiting for me to start getting salty, here we go. Okay. This is about where I get salty. I can't believe we keep pulling Muckmorphers out of our deck. At least let me top deck Gavel. That would be at least something. Nope. Okay. So, let's see. We didn't even get Ancestor's Call. So we're going to put more Eurekas in our deck. Oofda, oofda, oofda. On turn 4, we can coin out Muckmorpher. So we just have to survive next turn, probably by just hero powering. Okay. We're going to take a lot of damage in the next turn. We're going to take, yeah, so. Quest Pirate Warrior. Oh, and here's our Ancestor's Call. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 minions. It's the 1 in 4. The 1 in 4 bad. That's not bad. That's great. Let's build this thing up. Let's make our opponent... Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah, eat shit. That's your end game stuff, so you can do cool stuff. Eat it. Suck it. They hopefully will not have enough... Oh, they have that. Okay. Yep. All right, well, that's not great. Now we're just going to put some 2/3s on the board. Fuck. They had all of the answers to... one of the best outcomes. I mean, this is probably a better outcome. This would have been a great outcome because it would have pulled something. I can pull out the other Muckmorpher, but I gotta... ooh, okay, so that's pretty good. If they fill their board, I can play Brute. That's going to cost 1. If they play another minion, this costs 0. And then I can play Muckmorpher and just see what's up. That might be a strat here. And then on turn 6, I could cheat out one of my good minions. Eep. I mean, this is a losing battle. This is a very much a losing battle. And now they're probably not going to... Yeah, so now I can't do both of these things. Because they're not going to play enough minions for me to do both. So we'll see what I top deck. But I'm... Okay. Oh, okay. So... That's not great. I could play these two together, but... We'll see what does Muckmorpher give us? Muckmorpher, what do you give us? Alright, well, that means I could heal for 4. But that's not going to be enough. Fuck. Alright, well, we're retiring... This is Big Shaman for the night because I have lost 3 games in a row with This is Big Shaman. Let's switch over to Big Warrior. This is Big Warrior. I don't call it that. I just call it Big Warrior. I could call it This is Big Warrior. Death by Muckmorpher. Yes. Spy deck. The card that probably shouldn't be in that deck, and I should just take out all of the Battle Cry stuff and just put in more big minions or more ways to cheat out. I don't have more ways to cheat out big minions, really, so it's supposed to be a good card. All right, so this deck, we want Chemical Spill, we want Gather Your Party, we want Commencement, we want Shield Block to, or Bellowing for Food Fights. So we're going to hard mulligan for something here. We did get Chemical Spill. We want a bigger minion than Brute. We did get Food Fight, which, again, used to cost 3, now costs 4. Don't love that. It has made this deck worse. Our opponent has at least some pirates. On turn 3, we can play this and make a shield block, and then play that shield block. Turn 4, we'll play Food Fight. If they have a big board on turn 5, we can Chemical Spill. Hopefully, we're going to pull one of our big minions. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll save that because that's also that'll be better later. because our opponent hasn't done anything. Okay, another brute. If our opponent makes a wide pirate board, we at least have the brutes. I do not want to chemical spill either of these. That is bad. But next turn I can at least give them a minion to make these cheaper. And when that dies, a minion from our deck comes out on the field. And that's pretty good. Our opponent hasn't really done much yet, which is good for us. They are drawing what I have to imagine is a combo. But if they're just doing like 1 or 2 damage per turn. Oh, there we go. So now we know what our turn 5 is. We're going to coin out, we're going to play Chemical Spill to give Tortola, which will take 5 damage, which will give us 5 armor, which will make this a 625 minion. We'll play that just to have something on this turn to do. We could have just done Hero Power and Shield Block, but I don't want to draw one of our other 10 cost minions. I want to play this 10 cost minion next turn. Okay, our opponent they are assembling their combo. We are playing our cards. So let's watch what happens here. It did 5. Okay, that's right. Every time it takes damage, not how much damage. So it's only a 225. That's right. My apologies. We now have a 225 that is also elusive, so they can't target it. But we get some armor there. So that's pretty good for us. We can also now kill this if we wanted to. We could also kill both. We could kill both of these and pull something out of our deck, and we'll probably do that. We could gather our party, but I wouldn't mind killing that now. We have to move a little bit quicker because our opponent is they are building a combo, I imagine. Ooh, that's pretty good. So let's do this, and then this. Clear their board. Give us a minion from our deck. Thunderbringer is great. Thunderbringer will pull an elk, and that's rad. I don't think I have any elementals in my deck, right? I don't think I do. Oh, that's right. No, I do. I have Colossus. That's right. I have Colossus. I got rid of one elemental from this deck to put in Tortola. So that's what. Okay. Our opponent is now going to be comboing things. All right. Death rattles. Okay. Copies. Ooh, okay. All right. Beasts have rush. It's an Elwind board deck. It's an Elwind board deck. But here's the thing, friends. We just have a bunch of taunts. So you're going to give yourself a 15 weapon that only, when it attacks, only gives me 1 mana next turn. But that doesn't fucking matter at all. That doesn't matter at all. I don't give a shit about that. Yeah, do 15 damage to this. Kill your board, please. What? I'm just going to build too big a board to care about that mana. This is a cool idea. It's just we're a bad matchup for them. We're a very bad matchup for them. Because I don't care that I only have 1 mana right now. Like, I can't do anything. I only have 1 mana. But, like, who cares? Because this is going to go here. This is going to go here. And then, just because I don't want you to do anything else, that's going to go there. Great. Now you have to get through a 422, a 7-7, and a 6-13 that clears your board. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay. Yeah. All right. That is yeah. All right. Yeah. Should I have done that extra damage while I had the chance? Maybe. Do I have anything I can do now? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I can do. I'm just going to take another 15 damage. Yeah. All right. They had the counter, folks. I got cocky, but they had the counter. And unfortunately, the counter was return my minions to the hand. I have no outs here. I did get cocky on that. We're going to run back. There is a world where I win that game, where they don't have 1 card, because I don't think that deck runs Vanish, So that was their card. That was the card they needed to have in order for me to clear my board. Because otherwise they don't beat me. Because I just have big taunts that can't get through. So Spydeck asked, I haven't played Hearthstone for a few years, but picked it up back when the StarCraft mini set launched. Did you make any fun StarCraft decks? Yes. So there was a priest deck that a boost deck that was really shitty and great, where you revived a charge card. And then you made copies of the charge card after you buffed the charge card, and you just won on turn 5 or 6. And then they made that so the boost card now cost 1 more, and it broke the deck, which is what they were supposed to do. They needed to nerf it. They did an appropriate nerf that made a lot of sense to do, but it broke the deck that I liked that was a real cheapskate deck. We kept a shield block just to get some armor. We're going to coin out chemical spill. This is a fine one. This is not the 10 cost I want to play for 5, but but on turn 4, a 7/2 that has a 7/2 7/7 behind it. Excuse me, I'll play that. Yeah, this is not the best option, but I'll take it. Yeah, so I played that. I had a Protoss deck that I liked. That just made Protoss cards cost less, and then you play a bunch of Protoss cards. That was fun. I did have a Zerg deck that they nerfed pretty early on. It was a Zerg deck that just buffed. You played a card that when it died, all of your Zerg minions did 1 more attack and 1 more health, and then you just played a bunch of copies of that, and then also played some cards that give you copies of that. All right, well, they're not doing anything, so we can wait. I might play this next turn if they put a minion down that I want to die. I might play this and make another shield block. I'm still going to coin this out because playing this, yeah, they don't have anything. Right now, our opponent has not played any of their battle cries yet. Oh, okay, so this kind of sucks. So next turn, we have a 50-50 of a 12/2 that could do a bunch of damage. Let's use our mana here. Maybe we'll draw another 10 drop. Oh, no, gather your party. Okay. Yeah, so I had a few of these StarCraft decks that were pretty fun. The Zerg deck was fun while it lasted because you could make really big minions, and that was pretty good. And the Terran deck wanted to be a Starship deck. Ooh, okay, so now we have... this is unfortunately now a 1 in 3, and we have a 2 in 3 chance of getting that, and it might hit that and die. We're still going to do it because it's fun. Okay, so there is now a 1 in 3 chance that this just dies this turn, but we'll do a bunch of damage to our opponent, and that's okay. Oh, okay, great. So now we're just going to do 10 to their face. And this is going to die, but that's okay. We don't have a turn 5 other than clearing the board or hero powering. We have a turn 6, which is pulling something for our deck. So we're doing okay on this deck. Again, I would have much rather had a 7/2 with a 7/7 behind it taunt. But, okay. We now can't play a battle cry next turn. That's okay. We don't have any of those. We can play this and then kill it the next turn, and I think we're going to do that. We might also just gather our party on turn 6, and then on turn 7, we can kill that. We can kill that anytime we want. This is just insurance policy. We have a way to kill it. We can also forge it so that we can do more damage. We're going to take 5 here, but we have 40 health, so I'm okay with that. And our opponent has played, what, 2 battle cries? Okay, this is the 3rd battle cry. What are you going to pull? What option are you going to pull from the portal? What do you want? What's perfect for you? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are they doing? Our opponents. Okay. Is that mana? Did you pick mana? You did pick spend a lot of mana. Okay. They took a really long time, and now they're just not. Play this. Play that. There you go. Then they just weren't doing anything. Then, yeah, hit me for 5. Great. All right. So I think we're going to do... ooh, well, I got Rivendare. I could play that. Rivendare is our alternate win condition. We do want to get Rivendare out before we play Flesh Behemoth, but that's a turn... That's probably a turn 8 play, or later. We'll play Recruit. Great. That's all. We've just played a 10-cost minion for 6. Feels pretty good. Maybe I'll play this turn 8. Turn 7, I could see myself wanting to kill this. Man, that's what you got? That's okay. I got a 7/7 behind it, though, so... Really? I don't like this card. It does stuff. I don't want it to do stuff. All right. Woo. Play this. Hell yeah. Now we got Yasiraj as a taunt. There are no bad draws for Yasiraj. Anything that Yasiraj pulls out is great. The best one. The best possible. The best possible, because they already played this fucking card, and I don't think they're going to randomly get another one of them. But also, I don't know if they can target that with that. I think they can, because it's not a spell. I don't know. We do want to play this, though, because our deck is now... because now this can pull... Yes. Fuck you. They're going to play Reno the Lone Ranger. Eat shit. Elusive is just spells in hero power. You're right. Yeah, you're right. So they could do that. Eat shit. So that sucks. I kind of want to have... I mean, I wanted to have Rindare as my alternate win condition because I was going to be pulling minions out of my deck. Now I need to pull 1 minion out of my deck. Now Thunderbringer kind of sucks. I can kill this and do some damage to that. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, I don't have many minions left in my deck, so I really need to get this down. I really need to get Rivendare down. They had to have Reno, didn't they? Fucking Reno. Even nerfed Reno still sucks. Goddamn Reno. Fucking Reno. It used to be that they removed the minions, and if you had no duplicates in your deck, then your opponent the next turn could only play 1 minion. And they changed that. But... fucking... Okay. Our opponent's going to play all their battle cries. Yeah, okay. Oh, no, they're drawn. Drawn, at least. I mean, they can just kill this, but we'll go back to 30 health. Okay. Gonna complete your quest? Alright. My spells cost more, but that's okay. Because I probably wasn't going to do a spell next turn anyway. I can't put this down until this goes down. I am just going to have to take a damage turn here. Yeah, I'm going to have to take a damage turn. What do you have? Battle cries? Okay, you just played it to play it. All right. Woo. Okay, so I could play this, but I kind of need to recruit and commencement and also behemoth this. We now have to survive long enough for this to die and all 3 cards that this puts in my deck to die, and then we just win. And I don't think we're going to be able to do that, but we're going to play to our outs. Okay, okay, great. That's awesome. Fine. That's awesome. Fine. It's not the behemoth. I can't have the behemoth die. I don't know what we're going to do with the fact that this has 23 attack. I don't know what we're doing with that. Because our opponent will probably have a way to kill this 4/8. So I think we just die. Oh, great. Excellent. We don't immediately die. It does mean that these 2 minions are dead next turn. But that's okay. And this doesn't die. That actually sucks. I don't have a way to kill this. So we have to do damage to it. And then I have to play this. And then our opponent is going to eat both of these. And then we can hopefully swing this in. Pull one of the other ones out. Oof, this is bad. Yeah. Okay, so eat these things. Fine, you ate one. You ate another one. I guess I have to play Brawl and hope that... I have to play this and then Brawl. Ooh, all of this is bad. I can play both of these next turn. Yeah, I gotta kill this, Brawl, and then play this to pull one of the other ones out. I think that's what I have to do. Okay. Because this has to go in. This has to go into my deck. I have to get this going, and then I have to hope that this dies. And then if any of these other ones survive, that's fine. And if this survives, it's not great, but it's something. Because this is going to pull an undead out of my deck. It won't pull the other flesh behemoth. So that's something. And then this will pull, hopefully, one of these. But either of my other 3 are fine to pull. I don't know what my opponent's doing. They're just really messing around. Okay. Okay. So... you have to die. Let's take the damage. We have 11 mana. We're going to use that 11. Take the damage. Now, please, do not be... There's one card. Okay, good. Excellent. Best case scenario, because we can also kill that. Now, we recruit. We are hoping for one of these 6 drops. We will take Brute, we will take Flesh Behemoth, we will take Elk. All of those are fine. We got the other one, okay. So now, these 2 have to die, and one other in my deck have to die before my opponent just kills me, which they will. Like, this is just as ridiculous, but we are playing to our outs, as they say. All right, take some health. You killed one of them. 2 more have to die. Not the one we have in our hand. This one has to die, and the other one here. Yeah, the Famine Rider needs to die. Conquest Rider and Famine Rider. Famine Rider is the one that does health. Oh, fuck you. Well, I can just kill it. Wait. That's fine. That's totally fine. Unless you kill my 6/2 now and I can't kill this on board. And you didn't do the double. Oh, you froze it. Okay. You froze it, so I can't kill it there. I can play this, or I can play this to see what you've got. Oh, I can kill you with that. Okay, it's minion based. That's fine, because I will just do that. And then I could play this, but I'm going to save this to cheat out one of my other minions. So this one already died. It's not 4, it's all 4. So we have one more rider in the deck. This has to die, one more rider has to die. We win. Our opponent is going to pull out some kind of nonsense from this. They didn't use their hero power, which means they want to use their hero power for whatever they're choosing. I guess. I don't even know. They should have used their hero power last turn. With, but yeah, they froze and they used cold surge. But we can kill, okay, they got the taunt, that's fine. I will keep your taunt with my taunt. There it is. All right. So what we're gonna do is play this so we can kill that. Then we're gonna play this so we do damage to it. So our opponent has to not allow this card to die. If this card dies, we win. So they're going to take it. They're going to steal this card. Yeah. No, they're not. Are they stealing the wrong one? They're stealing the wrong one. They fucked up and stole the wrong one. They stole the wrong one. Now, our card is frozen. Oh, and that died. Okay. So this is frozen. So we can't kill this right now. So that sucks. That sucks. This... Oh, what did they do? They pulled a... Okay, suitcase, yeah. All right. So they grabbed the wrong one. So we haven't won yet because we have no way for this to die yet because it's that. So we haven't won yet. We did get ourselves a taunt. So now we just need them to have a minion on the board for this to run into. We had a couple outs. If we had gift or brawl, we could have used the gift to get a brawl. We could have gotten the brawl. Fuck you. Fuck you. All right, we lose. They devolved it. They picked the wrong one, and they still won. Damn. Because I got nothing. Yeah, I got nothing. I should concede here. I will at least see what my next card is. But yeah, all right. They had a devolve. They got a devolve out of the carry-on suitcase. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, that feels very bad. The carry-on suitcase had it. We almost had that. We almost had that. If we had gotten... Yeah, they're just going to keep playing cards here. Sure, great. Okay, yeah, I got to spend all of it or take damage. That's cool. If we had gotten Brawl there, we could have played Brawl. We could have won. I mean, we're still going to play Brawl because fuck you. Going to show you how it. That's rough. We played to our outs. We played to our alternate win condition. Played the best we could. We're going to take a bunch of damage there, so we're going to concede. That sucks. All right, well, I'm 3-5. We're going to keep going and keep playing Hearthstone. Yeah, this is a bad run here. Never seen the Horseman card. Neat weak edition. Yeah, it's a fun backup for that card because it's a 6-drop, which is nice to be able to play, and it has some synergy with the Behemoth, and you have to think around it. A lot of people don't play it these days, but I think it's a fun backup in Big Warrior to have that card. All right. Let's... What do I want to do? I want to play the smoke again. If I'm on a losing streak, which I am on a losing streak, I'm on a 5-game losing streak. If I'm just going to keep losing for the rest of this stream, then I'm going to play my favorite deck. One if not my most favorite deck. I should run I should run Kangor Paladin again. I haven't played that in a while. Kangor Paladin there's a 5-cost card that does lifesteal, so you get health when it gets attacked, or when it attacks. When it dies, it swaps places with a card in your hand and gives that card lifesteal, or the minion card. And so you just bring that back to life a couple times, and you just run Kangor, and then sometimes your Kangor dies and puts a Kangor on the board. It was a deck that I played in Standard when Kangor was still in Standard because it was a very fun kind of mid-range with a good top-end card. Because, like, you can just end up... Oh, okay. Well, of course I drew that. I think I'm still going to play this on turn 3 because our opponent is playing a decent enough quest. If they're going to play a quest deck, I don't hate this one because they need to have the cards. They need to have a variety of spells in order to make this happen. We're going to play this just to guarantee... oh, there's Meadow. Now we have a presence on the board. We're using a card. We can always play this next turn if we really want to, but we're hoping this dies and we top deck a Trickster, or even Ankh. I'll play that on turn 5. We don't love that. Which one was it? That was a Frost card. Okay, so if all the cards to get, that's not counterspell, so we'll take it. They didn't kill this. I guess on turn 2 we were supposed to play Door of Shadows, because now we don't have a spell in here, because they didn't kill it. So we're going to play this. We're going to draw the other Door of Shadows. We're going to guarantee on turn 5 we can play our combo. And then we can get another one later. So, okay. Not the best. We should have on turn 2 played Door of Shadows. I was expecting this 2/4 to die. I'll be honest. But our opponent, okay, they got their fire in, and they got their arcane. Okay, so they've completed part of their quest chain. All right, that's fine. I'll take it. And they're just not killing. Okay, they're freezing our 2/4. Fine, that's not killing it yet. But we're gonna do this part of the combo. So let's play this. We're muddying the waters with Smokescreen. Okay, we got Trickster, which I don't love. That's fine. Anka is great. We'll play Anka next turn. We healed up. That's fine. That was bad. That was a bad draw. I don't mind this 2/2, but we got 2 healing. We got the other Trickster, which we don't need. If they kill this 2/2, we are going to burn our Smokescreen. But we did get Anka, so on turn 6 we can play Anka, and we can play one of these cards, which we're probably going to play Meadow Strider. And our opponent is doing stuff. They have completed the second part of their quest. They're getting into the third part, and we do not really have a board. But it looks like they're not going to kill this, so that's fine. Containment unit dying is fine. We're going to play Anka. All of these are now 1/1s that cost 1. This will still give us an 8/8 later. This will still give us a 2/2 later. This will still do damage, but we're going to do this one because we're hoping this dies, and then we get a 6/11 in on the bottom of our deck that costs 1 because we only have 14 cards. But now we can minimize this stuff. When this fucking dies at some point, I guess, we will have Smokescreen to play later. Although if that... What was that? Wait. That was a Frost, I think. Okay. So as long as it wasn't an Arcane. We are just going to put things on the board that we hope our opponent wants to clear. It would be great if they, instead of freezing us, they just cleared some stuff from our board. Like, kill this so I can get my fucking Smokescreen that I eventually can play once I kill some stuff. Like, but... Okay, just take 1 damage and then not kill anything. Just do 3 damage to my face, not kill anything. Why did I expect anything different? Now I'm just going to fill my hand because my board is full. I can literally not play any cards. I can't kill anything on my own. All I can do is give myself a new weapon. Our opponent is now just stalling. They are hunting in their decks for a fire and an arcane, so they can then have a bunch of spell damage. Yeah, Spidak, this does not appear to have any minions in it. It probably has board clears, but they don't want to use those board clears. Yeah, okay, yeah, so they're going to kill the thing that doesn't do any damage to them, makes their cheaper. They're going to freeze the most expensive thing on the board. These are all things that make sense for them. Kill that. All right, great. Hey, good. Now we got our smoke screen. I kind of just want to play 2 minions. So I'm going to play this. And I'm going to play this. I'm going to play the minions that, if they die, they do good stuff. This is probably ice block to give them an extra turn. If they kill this, we get armor. If they don't, I can put a 6/6 on top of it and make it a bigger minion. But yeah, they're just making their spells cost less. I'm going to have to assume that this is ice block. I have one move I can play here, which is this, which at least makes this bigger. And then 5, 2. And then that is an ice block, so we do not win. But now they have 1 health. They have to have another ice block or complete their quest and then kill us. Or even their alibi does not get them out of trouble. They need to have... Okay, they got some spell damage here. They're going to draw cards with spell damage. Okay. They're going to draw more cards. Okay. This is good for us. This is good for us. This is not good for us. Oh, wait, no. They didn't freeze my face. They didn't freeze my face. We win. Maybe. We maybe win. Oh, okay. So if that is ice block, one of those has got to be... Yeah, one of those is ice block, I think, and one of them is probably counterspell, which I don't care about. I kind of need to kill that. I have no way to do that, so yeah, okay. So it's barrier. Okay, it's barrier. Barrier does also save them. I can't get through barrier, but we'll see what happens. They can easily do 21 damage to us. Yes, you're right. That was barrier. They can easily do 21 damage to us here with this. I had no way of killing this. I have no way of killing my own minions. They now have this. Okay, so now they have spell damage of like a lot. They can make copies of this. They can play those copies. Eventually, they're going to run out of mana. Hopefully, because now they don't have any mana, but they have 1 mana. Okay. Okay. All right. So I assume that this is the other ice block, but maybe it isn't the other ice block. So let's just fucking see if it's the other ice block. Are you the other ice block? You are the other ice block. All right, well, go fuck yourself. At least we can kill a bunch of this shit. We're going to kill a bunch of this stuff. We have 18 health. It is not enough health to do things. We're going to take this out here. Put that there. All right, so... we probably don't win here because our opponent has 10 mana. Now 8. Okay, yes, they have these again for Post an Illusion. All they need is they can do 18. They must be able to do... Okay. Well, what else do you have? Because you just gave me more health, more armor. So did you just fuck yourself over? You did! Eat shit. You can do it twice, so you win. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah. So they had lethal, and they decided that they were going to give me armor so they could go over the top lethal. So I know that I am being very salty there. I'm swearing at them. But they, they had it, and they decided they were going to BM me. They were just going to go over the top. They didn't need to do that. They could have just won. And 2, They're playing a fucking freeze stall deck, so they can go fuck themselves. But yes, there is the salt. I'm mad because they could have just beaten me, and instead they were like, well, let me attack one of your minions instead of just hitting you in the face. And so I'm mad about that. Our deck did the thing it was supposed to do. It just didn't do what it needed to do. Yeah, I am salty. I am salty about that loss. I love that I won 3 games in a row and then lost 6 games in a row. That is fucking Hearthstone, baby. That's the heart of the cards. I am playing a deck that can overwhelm an opponent. That when the cards are with you, you just have an unbelievable board. And I'm doing the thing my deck is supposed to do. And I am still losing to bullshit. I am going to play this, even though I have this behind it. I do not care. I am going to... Because my Door of Shadows keeps drawing Door of Shadows. Which is fine. By fine, I do not mean that. We got the other Fey Trickster. We are guaranteed, y'all. Because... Every time I play Door of Shadows, I just draw the other Door of Shadows. That's very fucking funny. But we are guaranteed to get both smoke screens. This will draw a smoke screen. These will draw smoke screens. Our opponent might be playing something fun. They are making dark gifts. Minions that have cool bonuses. So immediately, I think that's pretty neat. Yeah. Yeah, so we made sure your draw of shadows draws the shadows. I'm just going to play this on curve. Am I going to be very mad if I top deck Trickster and I could have coined it out? Yes, but that's okay. I'm already pretty tilted. But yeah, my opponent immediately is Yeah, okay. Yeah, our opponent immediately is at least playing some fun cards. We'll play that. We'll hit you in the face. Now I want to top deck Trickster. If I top deck Trickster or Anka, I will be happy. It's okay if I don't. Because I can always just play this and this. Because my opponent might not clear this. They might just, you know. Okay. I think they're going to clear it. Okay. Yeah, we got a smoke screen. We knew we would. Can I top deck? No, I did not top deck anything I want, but next turn I can coin out one of my 6 drops. So we'll play this. This is now dead. It will not pull anything, but they don't know that. But I can coin out Masked Reveler. If we get Anka, we can play Anka and coin that out. If we get Trickster, we can play Trickster and just play it and even coin out just to float a mana or float 2 mana just to have something going. There are 3 cards that I would like to top deck, but we can also coin out a 6-drop if we need to, so I'm not too worried about that. We can even coin this out if we really wanted to, but I don't really want to. That's not what we wanted. That's okay. Let's take this. Let's take this. We'll kill that. And then we'll kill that. Now our opponent can bring those back for 5 mana. This is a Starship deck. They're not a Starship deck though. Okay, taunt. All right. Yeah, all right. And then go face. Yeah, you should probably go face. Probably go face. All right, we're gonna hit it with this. We're gonna do 4 damage to one of these, and then a bunch of damage after that. Because that's how I want to roll. Kill a bunch of those things. This comes back as a 2/4, but then this goes into it to kill it, and then I get. All right, I'll take that. That does some more damage. We almost can just play this on turn 8 without a Trickster, which was what we're gonna do. So we'll play this or this on turn 7. Probably Masked Reveler, but we might play this and Hero Power. Okay. That did clear our board, which we don't love. So we might want to play this to have a taunt and get some health back. Especially since, yeah, there's some 3/4s with rush. Yeah, alright, playing a hero. Yeah, let's play this. This will stall us give us a little bit of time. Next turn we're playing this. We're not going to get a lot out of it because we have a pretty full hand. If we top deck Anka, we will play Anka and then kind of empty our hand out to then next turn play Smokescreen. But we'll try. We'll try Smokescreen next turn, see what we can do. Maybe we can really turn this thing around. Get some owls to kill their minions. Build a big taunt board. Stuff and things. Thank you everybody that decided to join me tonight. I appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a good time as I play some Hearthstone. One of the most consistent things I do on this channel on a bonus stream is play Hearthstone. I've been doing it since pretty early on in my adding in bonus streams. Okay, so that's gonna just, yeah, that's not good. This is not great for me because that's gonna take 4 damage. That's just gonna die, and they're gonna do. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, and then you can just go face. Yeah, bad. This is bad for us. Hey, it's a fucking Trickster. Nice to see you here, Trickster. I'm going to play it just because you take a card out of my hand. We have 4 mana to play with after this. Let's see what happens, okay? 8, good. 3 to you, good. Minion, no taunt. Some health, and then we can play this. And then, yeah, that dies, and that's okay. So that did not give us a big taunt, which would have been nice, but it did give us a taunt and a little bit of healing. And then we're going to use some of that healing to kill that. So that wasn't great. But it wasn't the worst. I wish this was a better 7-drop, but, you know. I'm just kind of hoping we top deck Anka and we can kind of start using our board before we want to play this. I do want to get more Meadow Striders in our deck. Because if we want to... But, yeah. I mean, I'm hoping that we top deck Anka. That would be nice. I don't want to top deck one of our 10 drops. Okay. Wow. That's not great. That seems bad. I mean, that's definitely something you want to draw from your deck so you get a 7/7. But yeah, discarding your hand... This card only is good if you also have this card, I guess. Yeah. Fuck. Okay, well that's not what I wanted. Do I have... They have to go through 11 here. Do I have any good outs here? Not particularly. Yeah, it's not a war. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a weird card. I mean, they found a good way to do it. We could do this. That's gonna pull Anka. I just know it's gonna fucking pull Anka. So I guess we'll play this. Makes them have to get through 11. What do you do? Okay, you get some taunts. Bonus effects. Yeah, you have more peddlers. I guess we'll just kill that. I'm gonna concede. I'm not even gonna try that. I'm not gonna play that out. Our opponent has a top deck and several cards. Okay. So that didn't work out good for us. Oh, man. I was at gold 2 for a bit there, huh? 3 wins, 7 losses. This is fucking Hearthstone. Well, we'll do Evolve. We'll do the Evolve deck. I like the Evolve deck. It's so wild that my most games played and my most wins are in Shaman. That's just really surprising to me. I would not have picked that when I started playing Hearthstone. I would have said it was Paladin because I like Paladin decks. But this is Big Shaman was great. There were a couple other Shaman decks over the years that I've really liked. It just ended up happening that way. Evolve is a format I really enjoy, as you can see. All right, so we'll keep these two, and we'll get rid of that. Having any taunt in here is good. That's, you know, trying to keep ourselves alive here. This eventually will be pretty good. I could play this on turn 3 and then with that, but we'll see. All right, our opponent didn't do anything. Oh, we got the desert hair. That's nice. All right, let's imbue. Let's let our opponent know what our deck is. So we could do that. We could just make this a 5-drop. Could make that a 5-drop. Oh, we got that though. Kind of want to do the. I don't know. Kind of like making this a 5-drop. I think we're going to make this a 5-drop. Oh, that's a pretty good 4-drop. And let's see. Run the dice. Dice are okay. We got 1 more health. We lose the healing, but now we have a 6-5. On turn 3, we have a 5-drop. So I'll take it. It's pretty good 5-drop. Okay. They're going to freeze some stuff, but we're going to play a taunt. So that's okay. We'll play the top deck taunt, so they don't know. We don't know I have this one too. And we'll just hit you for fucking 6. That seems pretty good. Our opponent's going to have a bunch of 3/4s. I don't love that. We could evolve this next turn. We could get a 1/1 with Rush and get an 8/8 in our hands. Our opponent is just going to have a bunch of 3/4s. Is that our opponent's goal? A bunch of fucking 3/4s? All right, well, we're gonna play the cards that the hand we've been dealt. Transform. I mean, we'll take it. Draw a card. That's good. We got some health. None of these are taunts, but this does draw cards, so I'll take that. This is gonna draw a minion from our deck if there's board space. Okay. I'm going to silence. Okay, you silence that. We don't love that. You're going to freeze it too? You're going to silence and freeze it and then kill it. I don't love any of this. Our opponent's doing some shit though. I'll give it that. This is a fucking fun combo. That's a pretty fun fucking combo, I gotta say. We did get that. We can now evolve everything on our board. This has to die. That thing can't be there anymore. So we could evolve our whole board, or we could keep playing what our deck is supposed to do. I kind of like that. So we can do this. Heal that up. Draw that. That's nice. We like that. Okay. And then we can play this. Now, we're getting some evolves in. And we can just kill that. And I don't know, let's go face. We got 2 more 1-drops we could pull out of our deck with this thing. We'll keep that alive. We're stalling them out a little bit here. Healing up. Okay. Okay, taking some damage. Don't love that. That was a pretty fun combo. Just like freezing a thing, doing 3 damage to it, and then killing it. Like, that's pretty neat. Oh, don't freeze that. I want to heal up some. Now we can evolve. We can build a board and evolve a board. I think we're going to build a goddamn board. And then we're going to evolve a goddamn board. So we'll put that here. And then we're going to, whatever we don't like, we can then make even bigger. And that went twice. This is good. That's not great, but it does a lot of damage. This is pretty good. Yeah, give me you can have a coin and I'll take a copy of what you're doing. This is probably the worst one. Yeah, we'll make this better. Hell yeah. 9/9. We don't have 2 of these, so we're not going to be able to win with that. We're going to summon a random 3-cost beast with a taunt. Yeah. Yeah, play a spell. Give me a copy of your spells. You can have a coin. Play a spell. Give me a copy of it. Give me them spells. We also have this to do some damage and make it even bigger one. Okay, all right. Gonna double your stats. Okay, yeah, double those stats. See if I care. Okay, kill that. Give me a random... Hey, that's a taunt. That's a taunt, my friends. So, obviously, the first thing we're going to do is this. We're just going to win. We're going to get our win back. 4 wins, 7 losses. Originally, 3 wins, then 7 losses, then 1 win. I'm keeping track because it's been a hot minute since we won a game. Let's do another evolve. Back on track. Yes. Evolve is, like I said, this is the class I have the most wins in. Evolve does it well. And if you lose, well, you did play an evolve deck. So what are you going to do? I'll take it. That's so many losses. 7 losses in a row. Just gonna put that there. Keeping track. All right. We do want to keep evolve. We want to have a turn 1 play. I wouldn't mind the imbue, but we got better imbues. So we'll have that. Most of your wins are with priest, those good old control decks. Yeah, I don't mind a priest deck with a lot of healing in it, and then like some big minions that you cheat out. I don't mind those decks. I don't love this. I don't love what appears to be pirate priest. Pirate priest can fuck right off. I don't need that shit in my life. Go to fucking hell. Goddamn pirate priest. I'm gonna hit that for 1. I'm gonna fucking evolve this. There we go. Now I got a 4/3 on the board. Kill that. I don't think I have any rush minions. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna... Hey, guess what? I don't think I'm gonna beat damage pirate priest. I think that's okay. That I'm not going to be able to beat this shit. But like, alright. Okay. Yep, gonna do 3 damage to me. Then you're gonna hit me for 1. Yeah. That's the way you do it. I could kill... I'm gonna have to do it. Look, do I want to play imbue and imbue my things? Yes. Do I want this to be on the board? No. So I'm gonna not have mana do that. Pirate priest sounds so silly in concept. I hate it. I hate damage priest that also runs pirates. I hate this fucking format. I hate damage priest as a concept. I hate what this is. I do have this. I can combo that eventually. I'm not gonna do it now because I can also do this as a combo. Let's just do that. So now I can play this and make it a 8-drop. That's pretty good. If I top deck Desert Hare, I can do Desert Hare Evolve. Basically, not all of them, but a lot of the cards in my deck I can just play. That's a taunt. Sucks to see. No, we're gonna. So Spy deck. They have a card that they're in their deck that allows them to become Mind Spike becomes their hero power. It is a legendary that they have that is start of game become that. I forget the name of it. I'm sorry. I don't remember the name of it, but basically they didn't have to do anything other than run a card in their deck. So that dies if I do that. I can do this. And then I can evolve both of them and then make one a little bigger. So let's do that. Oh, we love that. We love that because we have We have some cards in our deck that can come out of there that would be pretty good. Malor. It would suck if we pulled Malor, but it still would be an 8-drop that we could then echo a bunch. So let's make this one better. That is better. 2 taunts. Okay. We only have 18 health, which sucks. We do have 2 cards in our deck that heal us. We probably should have kept one of those. I didn't, because I didn't think that this was the priest deck we were running against. I should have known better. But we do have presence on the board. Hopefully we don't pull Malor, although it is an 8-drop, like I said, so we could then evolve it a bunch. But I would rather play it. So, you're going to hit me in the face there? Yeah, of course you're just going to hit me in the face. Why wouldn't you hit me in the face? And then hit that? Yeah, kill that. Okay. So, if we kill this, just to do 1 damage, we then make a big board, which we can then evolve. So, we are going to do that, even though it does hurt me to do that. All right. None of these are great. But we do have this to, we'll just, because that's a 1/1. So this wasn't what I wanted, Glug or Corridor Creeper. Ooh, what's this one do? Rush? Yeah, we'll kill that. Fine, that sounds good. We'll make this bigger. Ooh, 8/6. Kinda just want to keep that. Yeah, we'll do this over here. And do this over here. Oh, bad draw, bad draw. That's a bad 5-drop. Doppelgangster is a bad 5-drop. But that's how it goes. You get yourself an 8/6, then you get yourself a 2/2. So yeah. And then your opponent just does damage to your face. Just does 7 damage in 1 turn. Well, that can die. That sounds great to me. That can definitely die. I got another unstable evolution. That's pretty good. I could play Plucky. Yeah, that's going to jump it up. Well, we'll kill that. At the very least, let's see what this gives us. Because if I want to stop, I can always play that. We'll do 8. Because that's a 6-drop. Whoop, that's worse. That's good enough. That's good enough because that's going to become an 8/8. We'll keep that there. I got 2 mana to play with on this. That's really good. And then we'll just play this to play it because we don't have any mana left. But now that's going to become an 8/8. That's a 4/8 with taunt. We still only have 9 health. Our opponent has so much mana to kill us, unfortunately. There exists the possibility that they have enough to do 7 damage. That's not 7 damage. That's not 7 damage. Okay. We do have some healing. We do have some healing. Hey, guess what? It's our healing. So now we have 11. And now our hero power does better. Let's make that. Okay, we can't play that. We can now make some things a little bigger. We want to do that. We always want to do that. I kind of just want to make this better. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so our opponent has to do 11 damage to us, and they now have several cards do it. Should I have killed the 2/1? Possibly. Am I going to regret not killing one of the 2/1s that draws a card start a turn? I'm already regretting it. They have 8 mana to do 11 damage, and they can easily do 2. So now they have 6 mana to do 9 damage. Okay, they got more draw. They have 4 mana to do 9 damage. They have 4 mana to do 9 damage. They ran 1 Mind Blast already. There's another Mind Blast. They have 2 mana to do 4 damage. They don't have it. Yeah, they'd already done a Mind Blast. They had a second Mind Blast. We had no business winning that game. but that fucking feels good. Went 5-7, 3 wins, then 7 losses, then 2 wins to close out our night because it's just about 11, and that's where I wrap things up. We're in gold 3. We were in gold 2 for a little while there, and then I had all those losses. But I'll get back to gold 2 probably tomorrow. I'd like to get out of gold. We'll see. We'll see if I can go on a run. I actually tend to do better in the afternoon than I do in the evening. Oh, you know what? Hey, let's go. We got a little time. What do I care? Yeah, let's go gambling. Yes, if all shaman really is, let's go gambling. Like, yeah. Oh no, and I have a 2/2 5-drop. Let's see. So I got some more. Oh, I got a deck here. All right. So, and I got some gold. So I'm going to buy 4 packs of cards here. We got to go to featured, packs, normal, 4 packs. If you're saying, Pat, why you buy so many packs? You have 2,470 gold. I always keep 2,000 gold. 2,000 gold is how much an expansion is. So I always keep 2,000 so that if I stop playing consistently and I'm not earning gold, then I always can get the expansion for free. So the expansion costs, I think, like $14 or $20 or whatever, or 2,000 gold. There was one expansion so far or mini set, I should say. Mini set. There was one mini set that cost more than 2,000, but I knew that ahead of time. So mini sets always cost that. I don't buy packs with cash. I have not spent money on this game in years. I did when I first got into it because I wanted to get a bunch of cards that I could then get dust for to craft the cards I needed. I haven't done that in years. It's been years and years and years since I was paid. I've been, whatever. So, but we'll open up some packs here and see the cool pack animation. We'll open this up here. Let's see if we can get anything new. Anything new? But yeah. Oh, we did get a golden rare. I have that card, but now I got a golden rare, which means that I can then dust it and get some good dust for it. Disenchanted. Oh, okay. And then let's see. Oh, got another golden it can sell. No legendary. Now for our regular pack here, non-expansion pack. Kind of poop. All right. Not the best. I am going to, let's see. I did get a few cards I don't have, some of which were probably because I have golden versions of them. But, I got some dust now. I don't have a lot of dust because I've been crafting legendaries because I didn't open Malor. Malor, who is unbelievably important for this deck here. Malor, I did not, Malorn, I should say, did not craft. I had to craft that because I did not get that out of a pack. So I'm not good on dust, but I am good on not having to spend money in Hearthstone. I play Hearthstone so the people that are spending money have people to play against. That's my justification. Yes, if you're playing an imbue deck, you should have it because you're probably going to imbue 4 times. And even if you only play it once, like obviously my one deck there, like the Evolve deck, it's just like, I don't know, if I have 9 mana, I can play that and then get a big-ass minion, use that minion, and then evolve that minion. And then you have an 8/8 on board, you can then evolve. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. What's going to happen now is we're going to raid. That is how I end every stream around here. I always end with a raid. We're going to go find someone doing cool stuff out there that we're going to go spend some time with and hang out with them. Sometimes the people I raid are only going to stream for a little while longer, and that's a bummer. Sometimes the people we raid stream long into the night, and you will have given up on watching whatever they were doing, and that's okay. Let's see. Who are we going to raid tonight? Who's doing things and things? Let's see. Actually, before I was about to do that, I was about to go say who we're going to raid, and I want to see how long they've been playing. They have been streaming for 3 hours. I do not know how much longer they will be going. We're not going to raid them. There was somebody who was playing Magic the Gathering, but they've been playing for 3 hours, and they're probably about done. Instead, we are going to go raid my friend Matt. Matt Wiggins is playing Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. That is their game of choice right now. So we're going to go hang out with Matt. I often raid Matt on a Tuesday because they often stream on a Tuesday. So let's go hang out with Wiggins. I want to thank you very, very much for hanging out with me on this here stream. I hope you will come back on Thursday as I continue to do a jigsaw puzzle that is Magic the Gathering themed. It is very fun. I hope you have a great rest of your night. I hope you come along on this raid, and I will see you on Thursday. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.